Hazel and I hurried to our dorms. After packing, we went to the parking lot. Are you guys ready? Mr. Rhodes asked. Yes, we responded. Mr. Rhodes handed us a cylinder with a green liquid inside. It looked like a syringe. This is the only substance that can kill the alpha. Keep it safe. If you fail, the alpha will take over the world and the human race will come to an end, Mr. Rhodes said sternly.
Hazel and I rushed to the car. I decided to drive since Hazel hasn't gotten a license yet. When the car started, the GPS routed us to the U.S. Navy. When we got there, we looked down the dock and found a submarine with AIA printed small yellow letters on the windshield. We entered the submarine, and as we got in, I was happy Hazel had taken an underwater training session. She sat at the controls assuredly and started navigating us toward the Bermuda Triangle. Once we reached the borders of the Bermuda Triangle, we put on our oxygen masks and microphones.
We swam at the surface trying to find any clues of the Alpha's headquarters. As we were searching, we found a glimpse of silver. We decided to dig it out. Once half of it was uncovered, we realized it was a plane. Is that Amelia Earhart's plane? Hazel exclaimed. It is, I responded. I think we should go in. We entered the plane and found a hole that led to a tunnel at its base. We went through the dark tunnel and came out to a completely different world. Everything was shiny and white. Intangible things were flying through the air. But in the distance, everything was ominously black and rigid. Let me guess, that's where the alpha is? Hazel questioned sarcastically. Well, I guess we should get going before someone or something discovers us, I replied. We started walking toward the rigid land and saw two humongous spiders patrolling a large cavern. When we approached them, they automatically began forming webs and advanced toward us aggressively. Hazel and I each charged toward the spiders, twirling around them and then stabbing a blade into their gut. After defeating the two spiders, Hazel and I went inside the cavern, wondering if the alpha was actually here. Once inside, we turned right and suddenly it got vibrant again. We realized that we had found the alpha. Strings of electrifying blue, vibrant red, and neon green were tied together to form a huge ball of power and energy. Sparks were flying everywhere. Hazel grabbed the tiny syringe out of her pocket. What do we do with it? I asked over the raucous sound of currents. I think there's something in the center of the alpha, Hazel hollered, pointing at the middle of the electrifying ball. It looks like a white pearly orb, I shouted in reply. I think we have to throw the syringe into it, Hazel yelled. If we miss, our mission will fail, she added anxiously, and the bugs and the alpha will take over the world, I finished, my voice trembling with fear.